interesting. See, sometimes you will like some and have a call on the line. Hello, Pastor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Empress. Now, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful, my dear. How are you too?
Oh, we are still drinking from the cup of life, Empress.
We thank God. My dear,
This
go ahead.
afternoon, Empress. Now,
Yes, my darling.
for me, forgiveness is very necessary
Mm-hmm.
in life. The Bible even says we should forgive those who trespass against us, so that the Lord Himself will also forgive our
Trespasses.
trespasses. Empress. Now, she should forgive this lady, but never go back thinking of love anywhere.
Okay.
Do you think if this lady have something, will she come back begging for forgiveness?
No.
Sika ni nyina wakoshi ni nyina mama sika masho tetri washi ni nyina empty handed. Oba be ka che me se me pacho. And President, from the beginning that he, the man, asked the lady that I want to marry you and you turn me down. Even that very moment, I will know that you are not dating me because of love, but you are dating me because of the things and the benefits that you get from me. This lady is never in love with you. My guy, wise up. Forgive her. Let her go. Find someone different to marry. Someone who could live without anything and later come back. Oh, nah. I don't think this is real love, Empress. Nah. Thank you. I'm out. Okay?
Thank you so much for calling. And I have another call on the line. Hello, Eric. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Yemi.
Eric, can you step away from your radio set?
Oh, I'm far away from it.
Okay,
Please,
sir.
is it okay?
Yes, sir. Let's go ahead.
Sure. I was asking which part of the guy did he said is still loving the lady? Which part of him? Did he mention that?
Ubuntu. Respect yourself.
Oh, it's just a question. Minutes and put there. What is respect yourself the It's just
No,
a question.
it's like no. When I listen to the voice, I realize that who is Eric? Isn't that Ubuntu? That's why I said that. Oh my God, I don't know which part, but sometimes you're dating somebody and a person feel annoy you, but you love them. So I don't
3
know.
years.
But you if you do, I'll release your keys right now.
No. Wait, Empress. Now, what are you trying to say?
That you love
You
somebody.
You left me for 3 good years, and you are telling me that I love somebody. 3 years old.
Okay, so if it had been you the 3 years, what would you have done?
Oh, there are a lot of fishes in the sea. As they say, you will be the show. And oh yeah,
Eric, I thought you started going to church. Oh.
No. This one, even if you go and tell your pastor will not tell you it is the devil. Or because you said it, wait me.
Yeah.
Do you know that? Do you know that in the Bible there is no sebi in the Bible? Or say okwasia. Straightforward.
Yeah.
But here, you cannot tell me that for 3 good years you left me and you still want me to take you back. So when you went, Uncle Famawa, would you remember me?
No.
That's the question. Yeah, you wouldn't remember me. You wouldn't even remember you once had someone sitting somewhere. Because it didn't go well, you are coming back. And Mejimi, I don't even know how to use my money, or I don't even know what I will spend my money on. I should take you back. For real? That's what they do for Ghana here. No. For the forgiveness, fine. My brother said it earlier on. He said to forgive is divine. Others here. Yeah, I will forgive you, but I will not forget. I can't even forget. So I will forgive you, but coming back, that part that the guy is saying that a part of him is still having it, I don't even know the part he's talking about. So Age me on sense over name. A better call.
Ubuntu, good afternoon. I don't like that. You know, you owe me watch already. Bye bye. Bye bye bye.
Bye.
I had another question. Like, hello, my brother.
Hey,
Oh, keep pick up
good
the
afternoon.
energy small. Hey, and now what's up?
Side, oh, I need money.
Ain't here. That's why. That's why your temperature has changed like that. And I question, should
Yeah.
he take her back? Because right now he's in his late 40s.
Oh,
Or you think age is not this thing a factor in this situation?
not really about how old he is and all. And
Mm-hmm.
as to whether he wants to take her back or not, it's solely dependent on him. Yeah, I always say that it's people that will mess you up, and it's people that will do right by you. Somebody has messed you up for the first time. The person is back again. You now, Kaka, when you check yourself, what do you think you have to do? See how he's feeling about the lady. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, and now I want to address. You see, we always assume that everybody wants to get married, and that thing should stop. Okay, you are with someone, and you are assuming that because you are with the person, it means that the person is with you, means that the person would like to marry or even marry you. So people hold on to that and do all sort of things. You invest in a business. Who sent you? You should have done it willingly. Like I always say, expect nothing in return. But you see, you invested hoping that you get something in return. You didn't get it. Now you got hurt and here and there. She left, she's back. What do you want to do? Okay, what do you Nankasa, what do you want to do? Because I can say don't accept her back. But you know that you are the one experiencing it. Maybe you might see that there's something. So I would like to consider this again. And I can also say don't take her back. And you say nah. You are the one who will be staying with the person. You are the one who will be experiencing her if you decide to go with her for the rest of your life. To make the right choices for you. And let's stop assuming that everybody wants to get married. Now, yesterday I was watching this young lady in her early 20s, and they're asking her about marriage, and she's like, "I don't see myself getting married now." And come and see people. They say, "Hey, why is she a lesbian?" And I'm wondering,
Oh,
what the hell
how?
is this?
That's a
Yes,
decision she's making.
I,
No,
I,
I
I
said
don't, I
not
just don't.
now. I said not now.
Not now. They don't even, and they're actually even trying to explain that, look, I'm young, and in the next 5, 10 years, I don't see myself getting married. Maybe when I get to 25, heading to my 30, maybe it can change. And they are saying, hey, they don't understand. And look how they were grilling this young lady, and I'm like, what kind of a law are we? Who said marriage is even by force? These are all Christians who the Bible that you read is in it. It's in it. It's in it. Not everybody will marry and have children. And you'll be an way so. And we keep putting people into pressure. You are with somebody 1, 2, 3 years. You say, hey, because I've been with you 1, 2, 3, so we should get married. If the person says no, you are heartbroken. So while the relationship started, you have conversations. Try and get into the person's mind. Sometimes don't make it obvious. So if you make it obvious, you might not get the best answers. Make it about people. It's about people and see. If it's about someone, people will pour their heart out about how they really feel about the matter. You understand? You make it about somebody. They will pour their heart out, and you have a fair idea if this person will want to really somebody who is a potential that you can settle with someday. If you are even the type, just like some women use other men for courses, hey, only the type, but because of that, it's the same way some will let gentlemen too. They will be with you. You are not necessarily their type. They will be with you, and when they get to the point where they have to get to, they will jump ship. Do you understand? So let's have
I do.
conversations. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. The fact that you are dating somebody 5 years, 6 years, 10 years doesn't mean that they will want to marry. Or even if they want to, doesn't mean that you are the one they will want to marry. Okay? But we always assume, and we end up making decisions hoping that it will yield a lifetime result. And when it doesn't, we go about doing crazy things. It shouldn't happen that way. Okay, but that's life. People go apart all the time. I keep saying, even if you are married with someone, pray that you don't go apart because people start nicely, they are aligned, their visions, everything. They are going 5, 3, 10 years into their marriage. You can see that so their vision need to be one person among honor. Almost they don't who said they are going together and they divorce. Do you understand?
So let's pray that while we go on, we go together, not apart. And let's stop assuming that everybody wants to marry. You should consider her choices and you go on your neighbor one. So if it's all bear accepting on any better neighbor one, I find. It's true. It may be true that truly she's changed. Okay, and it may be that it's because now she's going through whatever it is, and you are the way out for her. She's back. So you now consider the two and see what will help you. Me, I won't tell you to accept her or not. You now, because as I'm sitting, nobody can tell me to accept some lady or not. Me, I'm in the better now. And you all catch me say me accepting or not, and I'm me accepting or not. So you now do what will help you. Look at your situation. Do what will help you. Good afternoon.
Thank you, Nana Kwesi. I get his point. But you see, the part about, getting married and people deciding when and as to, I think we've been discussing this thing so many times. It's like society puts pressure on people. But people have the opportunity and the chance to decide when they want to get married or not. It doesn't mean the person is, likes other genders or stuff like that. It has to get to a point where, I'm not matured, I'm not ready for it. 20 there, 21, 22, I think it's quite early for you to get married because you're not ready for it. But if you're within at 25, when you sort of talk across, when how are you now? You feel with your money, that's the time that you are stopping because as my pastor will say, 25, no, this is the future. I don't say in the future. No, when you're 25, the future is here. When you're 20 or 19, you can say when I grow up or in the future. But yeah, we should allow people to decide when they want to settle down. Not everybody wants to do that. And I agree with Nana Kwesi. We shouldn't be doing that. It feels like there's a particular mentality. You hit a particular age, get married.
I've always been talking about that pressure that the society puts on people. We set a standard and we expect everybody to live by that standard.
Yeah.
But individually, we all have our preferences and our goals, and where we go into life is a journey.
Yeah.
So if you decide to go by the standard, then you'll be pressured if things do not go your way, the way you want to. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you might wish, or you may wish that, okay, at age 25 I should get married. Mm-hmm. But we know that in a country like Ghana, Africa, where there is no youth policy to guide you from school, where to go to and all these things, by the time you find your level, you find your rhythm, and be financially stable, to bring in another person to join you so that you live together, you might be around 28, getting to 30 of that, and the society will be giving you pressure because you are growing.
Of course.
You see, these are some of the things that a lot of people go through, and people are forced into marriages that end up hurting them.
I know some friends that weren't showing up for family gatherings because we do on ma. Hey, we are worried now. I went dabbing, and she was a bit older than the others that were getting married.
Oh,
so
yeah.
She avoided.
I have a similar situation in my family. My grandmother, my father's mother, she was very fond of that. Hey, when are you getting? Even when I was in uni, some of my friends who didn't go to school, they learned trade, so they started seeing money early. They were married and had given birth, and my grandmom, whenever she sees, she was like, "Hey, eski aware, which eski afe." Then even that time I was not working. Marriage was
far from your mind.
I couldn't even feed myself, let alone bringing in another person. But my grandmother was thinking about her great grandchildren,
and for her,
and because Eski, I'm older than Eski, and Eski is married, and meanwhile Eski was living in a kiosk with a wife, but she doesn't care. All that she knows is that SK is married.
It has kids.
So you should also get married. She doesn't care where you stay with her, with her family. Whether you stay on top of the tree.
And you can feed them.
No, whether you can feed them or not.
But that's not, right now, saying that it sounds very selfish.
Well, we have always been selfish. Our society has always been selfish.
That was very selfish.
Because we set too much high standard for people, and generation after generation that has been the case. So you grow, when you are young, you don't think along that line, but when you grow, you become a victim of the societal pressure. Then you fall a victim and you make a lot of mistakes. That is why we have a lot of broken homes, because we don't plan to get married. we are forced into marriages because the pressure is too big and we want to belong. We want to find our space. We want to be recognized. So can you imagine when all your colleagues, all your peers are married and they're having a discussion and you are not married? I faced it before, even in this house. Yes. When people are talking about marriages and all these things and you come to talk about it, they will not shove you away.
No, but
their reaction.
They ridicule you with the things you say.
They will not talk. But you see, everybody is talking. When you talk, they will deliberately pretend as if they didn't hear you speak. And they will continue their conversation.
No way.
Yes. Me. Not anywhere in this house. You know me, I will tell you the truth.
Yeah, I know.
In this house. Because everybody was married and I was not married, and then you look irresponsible. What do you do with your money? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And it's everywhere.
But I think everybody should be given the opportunity to, decide at what point.
Why do you want me to live your life? I have my journey. I have my calling. I have my destination. That is why I always say that when people are doing things, as long as it is legal, as long as it is morally right.
Yeah. Let them be.
Let them be.
Yeah.
We were here. I don't want to go back and talk about certain. We were here last 2 months with DJ Awana. Where is he? So how would you know what he was doing was his calling or his time was limited, and for that matter he had to do certain things? But we set standard and we push people into it, unconcerned.
Not even factoring how they feel. I think it's because it goes a long way. Sometimes when you're talking to such people, they are smiling and laughing. Yeah. They're not saying anything. But when they go home,
inwardly they are dying.
No, when they go home, they go and think about all the things that you said to them negatively, how you were so brash about it and everything. They go and sit down and think about it and and then it gets to them. That's what we
That is forget. Why when you ask him, he will tell you, I don't allow anybody to set a standard for me. If it is work, I have my KPIs.
Yeah.
I make sure everything I do is legal. But apart from that, you can only advise me. And advice is not by force.
You kidney?
Oh, come on. You can only advise me.
See, I like the conversation and question, but there was something that we need to talk about as we, on the show. But let's look at this guy's conversation. And I know some people say, oh, now we'll discuss it, and we'll discuss it. But it's very important that we normalize allowing people to be comfortable to take steps. Yeah. Divorce rates are going up and stuff like that.
I always tell you. Go to there. Marriage and divorce. Court 1, 2, 3. At the Supreme Court, High Court over there.
Yeah, because
it's as if we're having a rally. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to see people once in love.
When you allow the pressure to be on you, I think that's when you feel it. But if you don't think about it,
look, sometimes you'll be forced to. If family is meeting, and you have to be part of it, and everybody comes with their husbands, their wives, and their kids, and you come alone, they look, and all these things. So subtly, even though you are not willing to allow yourself, but subconsciously,
is there?
It will simmer in.
And the days that you are alone and you feel lonely. Now the thoughts will it's like the devil just whispers it into your ears. Yeah. But let's look at this guy's conversation. This conversation about this gentleman. It's unfortunate, and I agree with what Pastor Lu said, with what Ubuntu said and Anakwesi said.
Yeah.
But I want to ask men a different thing. How do you determine, say, taking me for example, Naa is the one, like, you can tell that, okay, we're building something, she's not misbehaving here. How does it click for you when you love somebody? Because men know who they want.
Yeah.
Even women know who they want, even out of the lot of men that, the thousands or the hundreds that are chasing her. She knows that particular one that she likes.
Yeah.
At what point do you know that something is off about this relationship?
AJ.
Because for 4 years, there should have been signs. Yes. Because me, when somebody's proposing someone, I see the woman's position, the way she chuck her body, I know that she's going to say no. Lie. Because as a woman, being proposed to as a girlfriend or as a wife, hey, the behavior is different. It's different.
Yeah, it's very important. But the question is, how would you know that the person you prefer, that your choice, also has you as a choice? You have your choice. The person also has a choice.
You should know.
That is where the problem is. You see, can I go on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You see, you meet a lady and you dated for 4 years. And you didn't know what was the goal. Because every relationship has a goal. Whether we're having a fling, it's for fun, or, it's purely for business, driven. Or it's heading towards marriage. If it is, then there might have been some conversation along the line within that years. Now, you met the lady, you liked the lady. Were you doing what you did because you wanted to get her attention and win her love, then marry her? Or the love came along the line? And if that was so, how did you communicate it? Did she accept that she also loves you and she would like to go the long haul with you? Maybe we have a plan. Okay, we will get married in future. And you think the future has come after 4 years.
Yeah.
And she also feels that the future is yet to come. There are differences. You cannot fault her.
Yeah.
It may not be because she doesn't love you, or because she's looking elsewhere, or because she's gotten what she wants. But maybe because genuinely, psychologically, emotionally, physically, she's not psyched herself to be a wife, a mother, and a trader. So you can't fault her so much. Where the problem is discovering that she had other guys, which you didn't know because she made you feel that you were the only one. That is deception.
Yes.
So that one, I side with the guy. That is betrayal.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like me or you don't want to marry me or whatever, if you make me think that I'm the only one in your life, the only mosquito in your net, I'm your adinkum, your Pakinja fiber, your rib cage. Yeah, your mahogany in the bitters, and I get to realize that there were other people. That is fanfooling.
Of course it is.
Then it brings in thoughts that presupposes that you are playing on me because of what you get from me.
Then you up and leave.
So if you read in between the lines, the guy has a point because he was played at. Not necessarily because the lady didn't accept the marriage proposal, but because the lady made him feel that he was alone. That is where my problem is. But that was not the case.
Yeah.
So that is where my problem is. Now the lady goes.
Yeah. 3 years.
I know the story.
I
know the story very well. And the person, this conversation, I've had this conversation with him. So I know he's doing the listening.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know he's doing the listening. I sent the topic to him. I know he's doing the listening. So he wouldn't be surprised if he hears me, because I've told him my peace of mind.
Yeah, but
now the lady goes,
3 years.
You've made an investment. I always say this, and we've been saying this here, that love is not an investment bank. If you want to make investment and reap your dividend, invest in the bank.
True that.
Yes, because if you invest in a relationship, it can go sour. As human as we are, we can change our mind any day.
Yeah.
So don't invest an amount that will hurt you. It's like betting. They will tell you bet responsibly.
Of course.
So you invest responsibly. If you invest an amount out of love that you know will drain you, and you don't get the returns, you don't blame the person. Yes, there are ingrates in there. So the person was not fair to you.
At all.
But you have yourself to be blamed, because you were not, you didn't do that at gunpoint.
Not under duress.
Not under duress.
Yes, sir.
You were not coerced to do that. But you were cajoled. You see? So you have yourself to be blamed. Now the lady wants to come back. Oh, you say, The guy is seriously considering a comeback because he loves the lady. Why didn't he marry after 3 years? He has what it takes. And the lady have realized that there is still a gap, there is still a lacuna, there is still that space. And has tested the waters and knows that the guy still loves me. So if I come, the probability that he will give me a second chance is higher. And she's now trying, baiting the guy, knowing that the guy has that overflown love.
We cancel it in
for her.
Jesus' name.
Now the question is, would she have come back if things went the way she wanted?
That's the same question the three guys.
But
were
you and I
asking.
don't know. We are not God. We are not in her mind. Maybe she would have changed her mind, knowing that, okay, I've come this far because of this guy, and now I am ready for the marriage. So let me come.
Wait, you pause it there. I want to go to Felix. Felix, but this particular question there, it makes me want to think that, for me, the fact that there were other guys there, like you said, guys that were giving him money that he could not give,
Afford.
changes the whole scenario. Then when he finds out, probably they spoke about it. Then she just packs her thing. Otilo, I don't hear from you for 3 years.
She went away.
Then, is it fair? Then you come back and you're trying to bait and cajole the guy to get him. Do you think it's fair? This guy is saying that he wants it. The second chance.
But I'll start from where she picked her things,
Yes, sir.
left the house without even saying goodbye.
No phone call, nothing. 3 years.
So painful. The man is so strong to the extent that he couldn't even, he even handled himself up to that point. He would have done something. I knew a lot of guys, even 1 year crowd, if he sponsor you and at the end of the line, you just betray. Serious? 4 years.
Oh yeah.
Haven't we stopped people here
Oh come on.
Charlie.
from killing
We've
people?
been
I said,
we've been seeing it everywhere.
The guy, your name, in jail fire.
Yeah.
I think the girl has realized he's so soft to the extent that this guy there 3 years is still single and you are in your 40s.
Late,
Then,
oh.
Charlie, and Tadibia Mesha Krana, so just change your mind. I will do it.
No, that's not fair.
You got my point. But I think for you to leave this guy spending on you,
2, 3.
someone who has given you everything, life, for you to see different people. Now you've seen them, you neglected him, you betrayed him, you want to come back. Ish, Charlie, this one is very dangerous. Because this time around, she left without anything. Now she wants you to marry her. And after marriage,
Then
when the divorce comes, she's going with a lot of properties.
True.
You get my point? She will be going home with a lot of properties. Because at first she will left without anything, without even saying goodbye. This time around, the next goodbye will be at court. She will be taking you to court everything.
She'll join my
That's
friends.
why she will say goodbye to you.
But let me ask you, Felix, you dear, both of you, I know truthfully, do you think that she went away, then after messing up, realized that, Sebita Fache, what will Caliber say? Medin Kwasi. So she's had a change of heart and come back. Because I'm also thinking, okay, fine, we all make mistakes. Now, you've also made your mistakes. You've gone back in situations. Could this be the same thing?
You see, this lady, she went she coming back
3 years.
3 years, and I want
Papa
to say something. She has lost everything. Maybe it could be like this time around she's having problem with her rent issues. She wants a place where she can be able to stay, so she will continue with her lifestyle. Okay. Oh, serious?
So your place becomes a hostel.
Your place becomes a hostel for her. You understand? She now wants a place where she can relax because you there she can control you.
Dolu.
For real.
Felix has said no.
Oh, serious? So if you want to come back there, it's not possible. The only way for him to to look for someone else. You are in your late 40s. If you don't take care,
you see,
you'll be thinking to the
Bro,
extent.
I want Felix to finish.
Yes, sir. You are in your 40s, and that's where people will be pressuring you. Like as my brother would say, and you yourself will be pressuring yourself. Hey, Charlie, when am I going to get this one? And you've invested in this lady with your hard-earned money. You've worked for it. instead of you to put inside bank, you said no. I want to help this lady, so she becomes my wife. Then after she becoming my wife, she will not be a burden to me.
Yeah.
But now, you helped her, and at the long line, she said no. And the most painful thing, Adjele, I want to say, helping a lady, knowing exactly that she's going to be your wife, proposing to her, and she telling you that no. Let's wait for a while. Tomorrow, let's do this. That means you've stayed with this girl for 4 years. You don't even know her family. For real.
True. Yeah.
And she will prevent you seeing her family. Because that's why the question, where is the guy you came with the other time?
Yeah.
Where is the guy who gave you that business?
Oh no, mothers will collect the guy's number.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Oh,
so that means even the business that he established for the lady never even talked about it
Kums.
with the family.
Kums, you know him better than I do.
Look, let me tell you.
I
know the lady.
Did the family know about the fact that the guy established the business?
Yes.
The family.
Yes.
And the mother didn't even call to
The
check
girl
up.
says, I'm not ready. What's your problem?
I
Is the mother
understand-
going to marry?
No, I understand the part I'm not ready.
Yes.
Yes. The girl says, I'm not ready.
By leaving without saying goodbye, your mother should have questioned you.
So after the question and what else?
Then please.
AJ, you were here when something happened that somebody's family called her and she said, many time.
Then a guy should be very careful. If you are going to a relationship,
That is
the lady
why
it
I
doesn't
was
respect the
telling,
family. Hey, Charlie,
it
it's
has
very
got
dangerous.
nothing to do with
And
age.
listen to what he said again. Please say that again.
Serious. If you're going to a relationship and the lady doesn't respect the family, especially the mother, please be very careful.
Not ladies alone. If you are going into a family where your partner has no control from the family,
Only
if
Obia,
the-
they
Obia-
respect.
Obia ni ho ofere no.
Yes. Problem.
What you say? The ogo no confane nyere na wo.
Hey.
What you say? So what I'm saying is, if you analyze the thing very well, it has got nothing to do with age. Because if it has got to do with age, the young man saying I'm about 40, within that 3 years he could have married.
Yes. But it's about what?
It is about his excessive obsession for the lady.
Thank you. That's the word I wanted to use.
Because within that 3 years, you waited for 3 years. What were you waiting for?
Wait, and I'm sure that other women came, but he kept comparing.
You see, the guy is obsessed about the girl. I don't know what he's seen about
He
the
said
lady.
he lit
and
her
the
well.
lady is aware. And is playing to that.
No.
So I told him,
I don't usually.
let me tell you my personal principle. It's good. We all change.
Yeah.
To err is human, to forgive is
It's
divine.
divine, yeah.
Vengeance is the Lord's, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you've changed. I don't bear you a grudge.
The Lord.
Yeah, I don't bear you a grudge.
Yeah, but
But in your next relationship, you apply your change.
yeah.
Not in my house.
Yeah.
Me, I don't give such second chances because
But
you were left off the hook for the first time. God gave you that strength to hold yourself and organize yourself. A lot of people have been mentally deranged because of that. Go to the psychiatric hospital.
we say this all the
It
time.
takes the grace of God to harbor such shocks and still stay sane and focused.
Yeah.
And God has seen you through.
The first
that.
leg.
As a Christian, I wouldn't tell you not to forgive. We should forgive.
Yeah.
Yes. But giving it another chance, you have to weigh all odds. Are you ready for another shock? Should it be?
Titanic.
Should it be that you know?
Break the ice, I'm
No,
telling
you have to ask yourself: are you ready for another shock? Because the probability that it may happen again is there,
Yeah.
and it may not happen again. Once bitten, twice shy. And once the person is coming back, you see, I want to find the right word. Almost GDN you know,
Trust.
Into the slightest action, you begin to think, is she trying to do it again?
And you're uncomfortable. You have anxieties.
And
Who wants to
whoever
be in a
comes close,
relationship like that?
definitely she will get back into her food business.
Of course.
And the men will be there. Me, I know some of the guys. Some of them, you may even know them. Niger friends and all these things. You know, some of them, you may even know them. So it brings in that fear and that anxiety and uncertainty. The moment you see any guy around her, the guy might be a customer.
See, I want to do my taking because we're running out of time. I agree with both of you, but this is coming from a lady's perspective, my dear. People who hurt us come back again in our lives, not to come and be with you again and because they've changed. You just come back sometimes, come and see if you're still stupid. I beg my English.
Yeah, sometimes.
They come back to check if you're stupid. And my dear, the first time, like Kumi said, God gave you the grace and you went through it. It takes some kind of strength to go through 3 years being left behind, like you said, like you were erased. No phone call, no text message, no mistaken dial. That's it wasn't intentional. Or not even passing by your hunano to see if you are okay.
Whether you are alive or dead.
Dead. It takes a lot for you to survive those 3 years, my guy. And I would tell you that you're a strong person. Please don't allow this thing to happen again. You don't want to go through the thing of anxieties. Like Kumi said, you see her sitting with someone and you start overthinking it. The moment you start overthinking the partner you are with, who is she with, your insecurities are going to heighten up and it's going to affect the relationship badly.
You will die early.
Because you don't deserve that. You need to be with somebody who gives you peace. Not someone that when they go to the restaurant, every 5 seconds you're calling, why are you? Then you are putting apps on her phone where you can track it. My guy, we are too old. We are too old for that S.
We are too refined.
We are too refined for that S. We don't get paid enough for that S. And then we don't have time for that. Trust me. You understand me? You don't need that. You need to be at peace. Yes, you love her. But sometimes we catch fishes and we let them go for a reason.
Yeah.
Because at that time, you're not ready to be able to cook that fish. You cooked it once, even in the heat, it jammed out. See, when a woman tells you, I'm not ready for us to get married after 4 years, my guy, every woman, forgive me, Nana Kwesi, I know you come for me in my DMs with it. At certain point in our lives, when we've dated for a year and a half, we're expecting you to start, making the steps and taking the strides. And 4 years, she says, okay, let's keep on dating. And she left. What did you think, my guy? Now again, she's coming back because she knows your weak point. Excuse me, my Nigerian people will say, your mumu button. She's your mumu button.
And you know that she left and was dating other guys.
Please, don't.
It wasn't as if there was nobody in the picture.
Don't be a hero without a cape. You don't need this right now. No. The person who loves you, whether male or female, makes you a priority. They are there for you through it. When you have fights, yes, you won't talk for 5 minutes. There's some people when they fight with you, they'll come out, nobody dang. That is the fact that you're still loving the person. But won't abandon you. And then when they've lost everything, come back to you so you pick them up again. It's not fair. That's gaslighting. That's manipulation. And that's what's happening right now. You're being manipulated. So please, I don't poke my nose into people's business. But the way they think they pay me, check like it be my own brother. Like I said yesterday, the way I am with my brothers, I will snitch because I care. Because to my brothers to pamper me, I get everything I want from them.
Yeah.
But I will tell you the truth, my guy, please. Like somebody's message, ni sos kojo sin. Once bitten, 3
Twice
times shy. Snakes don't peel off their skin to become ducks or chickens or eagles. Their skin peels off for them to become bigger snakes. A word to the wise is in a mic check.
AJ, I told him exactly what you told me, and he seems not convinced. So
I will screenshot all the messages,
yeah.
the WhatsApp message, the
Yeah.
Instagram messages.
Yeah.
I've been reading. I've laughed my head off. Somebody
Yeah.
said, the guy who said on Instagram that some of the messages seem far fetched. He should come here and come and listen to the fact that there's this guy who was on Instagram and says they are far from reality. This is somebody's story.
Yeah.
Yes, where is
So
he?
me, I've told him, and
This Mabel says forgive, but shut the door very tight. Mix and behavior says these stories are far from reality. My guy, you can give you his number so you can also talk to him.
Don't worry. You know there is this saying in the Akan Palace and Toa.
And two other. Hey. And then like I started the show by telling people that my mom always says this. Don't think that everybody has matured to that level. The fact that you have been able to get over a situation doesn't mean that Adra was able to. Adra is also going through her season where she's going to learn from it.
Look.
She might learn or she might not learn. Give people grace, but when you can be of help, use your words to build others up.
Do you know my problem? When people are favored by God and they leap over challenges and they think it's by their might and other people are weak,
Yes, sir.
it's just by grace. It could have been you. A lot of people have been in movies that they watched and they are now playing the role as victims. Zentoa.
I was telling my cousin that as an adult and a mother, now I understand. My mother said, Kaya Ajeme, don't go here. Sit down. What are you doing with that thing? Now I'm doing it to my children.
Yeah.
You're stressing this when I told my daughter she's stressing me
It's
out.
just a season.
Yeah, because I'm now playing that role and I now understand her more every single
The
day.
role your mother was playing that you
Yeah.
didn't understand. Now you are playing
There are
that
days when
role.
I call her, she starts laughing because she knows I'm about to ask her something.
Yeah.
Do you understand me? So please, these stories are people's lives.
Yeah.
And then I am, like I always say, I'm grateful that they are kind enough.
Yeah.
And you might think that, oh, why kind? Because we learn from other people's situations and we grow. Because I go through something, I'll talk to Bradash. I go through something, I'll speak to Kumi. Felix has now joined the family of me worrying. We all talk about people's stories. Some of the stories we don't bring it, but they help us become better. And not like we get sense. So it's because we've been through things. We've seen our families experience things. We've seen our friends experience situations. I'm grateful to have people who are wise amongst us who will tell you that I went through so and so and so. So this is a community thing.
Yeah.
You call in, you share your story, we learn from it, we become better. So please, it's a community thing. We're all growing, so we can be better people, better than we were yesterday, better than we were last year. So this is supposed to help us grow, not because concerning no, it's not that. Because you realize at some point that Charlie, you can't be an island though.
No, no man was created an island. We are interdependent, interrelated. You know, we need each other.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So me, I told my guy that if he still insists that he wants to consider, yes, so Brandy, your money bed, you too full, you too shebre. He can go ahead. On that day, I'll be his MC. And I'll plead with DJ Bradash
To play the what?
to be the DJ. But when there is a problem, I'm switched off or out of coverage area. That is my advice. Because I've given him a brotherly advice and he still feels that I love her. Love her.
Arnold,
But
I want all the messages saying.
If there is a problem, please don't call my number to the station.
I'm sending him
I'm
all the
either
messages.
switched off or out of coverage area.
I'm sending him all the messages because
Yeah.
everybody keeps saying the same thing. Let her go and have your peace. David, what's up? Good afternoon to you.
He's in love.
I said, love not catch you before. Bredash's one-liner. Love not catch you before.
It's crazy.
Thank you guys so much
Yeah,
for joining
thank
us.
you so
and
much, AJ.
thank you so much for trusting us with your stories because it makes all of us better every single day. I really appreciate you guys so much. 6 years. Kumi?
No busy.
Me, I've grown, no. I get common sense more. Brother,
yeah.
stop insulting me over there. Is it what? Is it who they record?
You're a big mama.
I'm a big woman.
Yeah.
Big woman. Bad man. Thank you so much for saying. I'm screenshotting everything and I'm sending a message. Sometimes we send your messages to them. So they realize that we are not all singing, all of us are singing the same chorus. Everybody can't be wrong like that. My name is Adjele Doku. I love you guys so much. I'm really grateful because we are all shaping each other to be better. Big shout's going out to Best Way. Thank you going out to Baby Prince. And to Arnold, a.k.a. what? Girls and my sugar, a.k.a. Glucose Garden, a.k.a. what? Daddy Oaks, a.k.a. I want to buy a wig for my girl. And to my producer, the head prefect, he was head prefect in school. Did you know Deep David Dash was a head boy? I found out this afternoon. To my school prefect of Candid, DJ Bradash. My name is Adjele Doku. I'm out of here.